in enterprise networks, how malware works and it is distributed, how cyber terrorism works, the detailed operations of networks and network security, and a lot more foundational and expert level and advanced level stuff and modules within this course. All these things that I've listed and a lot more than that cover all the things that are necessary to make you a cyber expert, and things that are quite needed in the current market in cybersecurity and in computer science. So we proudly say that our cybersecurity degree is a real cybersecurity degree. What do we mean by that? A lot of universities worldwide, when they say we are offering cybersecurity or computer science degree, what they actually are doing is they make you study psychology courses or English language courses or other similar kind of courses that make up the entire degree. However, the degree we offer here at University of Gloucestershire is comprised of all the relevant computer science and cybersecurity or forensics courses that make up the cybersecurity domain as it is in the worldwide arena. So we cover modules such as malware analysis, which is a very sought after program or sought after area in cybersecurity. We've got security analytics, secure coding, how to code securely, how to identify vulnerable code, how to ensure that the code is following compliance in organizations, traffic flow analysis in the network, and how to perform different analytics on network traffic to gain valuable insights. IoT security, which means you get to develop, we teach you to develop IoT systems, secure IoT systems, identifying vulnerable IoT systems and how to exploit different vulnerabilities that is present in different IoT systems. Ethical hacking, and cryptography, and there's a lot more that we teach in this degree, which obviously cannot be listed in a set of slides. We have AWS accreditation, so means that all our content, we teach cloud computing, and all the content that we teach in this module is accredited by AWS, Amazon Web Services, and it is certificate ready module. And a number of our modules that we teach, by the way, the term we use, modules, means courses or subjects that we teach within a course. All right. So the modules we teach is such as ethical hacking, penetration testing, cloud computing, even malware analysis. They are certificate ready modules, which means that, for example, if you cover ethical hacking and should you wish to sit for an exam, you want to sit for an exam, the professional exam, you will be able to pass that based on whatever you have done in the ethical hacking module that we teach, because it is aligned with the ethical hacking certification offered by EC Council. Also, the cloud computing module that we teach, everything that we teach there prepares you for the certification of Cloud Foundation offered by AWS, should you wish to sit for the exam. We also have pen testing, and we follow CPSA guidelines for that. And again, if you successfully complete it and should you wish to sit for that certification, you will be able to get pen testing certification. Right. Also, as we say, it's a real cybersecurity degree. We cover programming, we cover networking and network configuration. Also, all our networking modules are accredited by Cisco. So we are a Cisco Academy, we are an AWS Academy as well. So skills you will develop: expertise in using cybersecurity, industry software tools and techniques, and ethical hacking mindset, how hackers think, how you can identify different vulnerabilities in different systems and how you can exploit them ethically, of course. Expertise in industry frameworks, methodologies and framework. I've got framework twice, but this framework means the industrial implementation or security compliance frameworks, how to identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover from cyber breaches. career opportunities. I know there are only 4 listed here because I can't list all of them in slides, or all the slides will be filled. Got penetration tester, security analyst, security consultant, chief security officer eventually. But we got security analytics there as well. We've got students working as secure software architects, software consultants, security consultant, architect consultants, and with many different titles that we are hearing for the first time as well, because there's so many new things in the cyber arena going on. But whatever the title is, all the things that are required in the arena of cybersecurity, we are covering all of them in our courses. So why study here at University of Gloucestershire? We've got dedicated lab, as you can see here. We have got quite an extensive infrastructure to teach cybersecurity. It's not easy to maintain, build, and run cybersecurity infrastructure, especially to teach undergrad and master's courses. We've got dedicated labs with Cisco equipment, where we teach Cisco accredited courses. We have got secure networks where you can perform different cybersecurity tasks and ensure that you are not risking your own system and you're not breaking any law, such as when we do malware analysis, where we run actual malware and analyze them and break them and identify what kind of vulnerabilities they are exploiting. We ensure that we are not breaking any law and we are not infecting our own machines. So we have got dedicated infrastructure to support that. Also for modules such as programming or data analytics, we've got separate infrastructure and it all works really smoothly. And as you can see, students really come together and work in groups as well. We've got collaborative environment. The reason why I've got this picture here is to show you that it's not always us who is just going through different PowerPoints and then leaving the room. We work more in a collaborative environment, in a group environment. Yes, we deliver lectures, but there are multiple tasks that students have to do themselves. And they do a lot of group work. They do a lot of independent study as well, which is part of the university life. Great university life. We've got facilitated learning, variety of teaching methods, exciting field trips, choices. So this is your course. We've got a number of optional modules as well. So as you know that the degree is 3 plus 1 year degree, which means that 3 years of teaching and 1 year of placement. So after your second year of university, you have an option to go for an industry placement, which is a year-long paid placement. A lot of our students come back from those placements with a job offer. For example, most of the students who go on their placements in industry, more than 90% of them in our department come back with a job offer, which is an amazing thing. Again, it's students' responsibility to find a placement, but we do offer a lot of support in that area. We've got a future plan team. We've got placements advertised in our corridors with interactive screens and with QR codes. You can just directly apply there. And we've got good links with industry partners, local industries, industries spread across the UK. And a lot of our students are placed in large organizations, in large cybersecurity organizations, in global tech organizations. Again, it's your choice if you want to go for placement. But when you come back for placement, you start your final year of university. And in your final year, what I've mentioned here in point number 4 is that this is your course. You get to choose different optional modules. So we've got multiple optional modules in level 6, and you can gain expertise in any of them based on what you did in your placement or whatever your preference is with respect to your career once you graduate. Okay, your great student union to support students, lots of extracurricular activities that we offer, and students arrange them as well. So we were Cyber University. We were nominated to be Cyber University of the Year. We were the finalist of the 2022 Cyber University of the Year panel. So out of Caps Lock, Lancaster University, University of Gloucestershire, South Wales, and Wolverhampton, we were the runner-up for it. So 3 USG promises: accommodation promise, we guarantee you first year accommodation near to or on the campus studying at. Connections promise with over 4,000 placements, internship, and trips every year, plus more than 60 societies to join. So you'll find a lot of people here who have the common interests. We've got different societies, sports societies, religious societies, societies for different sort of social activities, musical societies, etc. Career promise: 96% of our graduates are in work or further study once they graduate, and this is a university-wide percentage. Our schools or our departments, especially cyber and technical computing, has more than 97% of employability rate, which is amazing. So graduate students, just some success stories we've got here. So some of our recent graduates in the past couple of years, we've got Sean, who's currently working as senior technical consultant, IBM Consulting. Molly, technical security consulting. She was an intern, but now she is a consultant full-time at NCC Group. Emma is a fraud investigator in a government organization. We've got Suk and Jack. Suk is a graduate project manager at STFC, and Jack is regional manager in Amazon, and he just graduated a year ago. Louis is a graduate software engineer. Now he's a senior software engineer at Lockheed Martin. Amazing success stories, and we've got a lot more than that, but just to give you a hint of where our graduates go and how they progress in their career. So, any questions? I think we can have questions in the chat box, and I'll give the control to my colleague, Dr. Will Sayers, to continue from here. Thank you very much, and I'll stop sharing.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ali. Really, really useful information. And we have Dr. Will joining us now. Are you there? You're on mute. Sorry.
Hello,
okay.
Is this working?
Yes, it is. We can see you, we can hear you. If you don't mind sharing your screen, please, would be great.
Excellent. We go straight into the second presentation then, and then questions afterwards, yeah?
Yes, please. Yeah, we'll take questions at the very end of the webinar, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Okay, is that all visible properly?
Yes, we can see a screen. Yeah, and now it's a slideshow. Amazing. Thank you.
Excellent. So, hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Will Sayers, University of Gloucestershire, School of Business Computing and Social Sciences, same as my colleague Kublai, who just gave you a fantastic presentation. I'm the Associate Head of School here now, fairly recently. I'm also a data science researcher, and previously to this I was the course leader for the MSc Data Science and the BSc AI here at the University of Gloucestershire. So I started the courses, developed them, and I kind of know what I'm talking about, I hope. We'll see. My background is I did an engineering doctorate at another university. I came through several industry jobs and careers. So I've done consultancy within the military sector and data engineering within Oxford University and the JL Hospital here in the UK, before I ended up here at the University of Gloucestershire delivering data science courses and working with fantastic students. So I followed up Who Am I by the Who Are You slide, which is really just to talk a little bit about the kind of people that we need and want on our courses, and hopefully some of you guys will fit into some of these areas. So we need people, first of all, and it's first because it's probably one of the most important things, with enthusiasm for the topics that they're going to study with an interest, because personally, I think if you don't have enthusiasm for a topic, then studying at any higher education level is going to be extremely challenging, because you won't put in the additional work that just is required at that level of study and that level of performance. So having that enthusiasm for the topic area really gives you the drive to succeed in the courses and then later on in your career. Following that, we need people who are problem solvers. So really, any technical course is about solving problems. If there were no problems to solve, then people wouldn't need technical people to come in and solve them for them. So you have to be able to sit down and work through a task without having a fixed, do this kind of approach to it, but just having a problem which you need to work at, apply your intelligence and solve. Those are the kind of people that we need on our courses. Those are the kind of people that do well on our courses. Equally, you need to be good at communication, particularly in the data science area, because and it's probably true across all of the technical areas, to be honest, but in the data science area for sure, you're very rarely going to be working in isolation once you've completed the course. You're going to be working as a member of a team, whether that is you are the data specialist and other members of the team are specialists in other areas, or whether you are in a large organization which might have a whole team of people who are data specialists. But either way, you're going to be part of a whole. You're not going to be one person working in isolation, which means that you need to be able to communicate with people around you, even when maybe you don't like what they're saying or they don't like what you're saying, and that's a skill all by itself. We do teach some of this on the course. We try to encourage students to learn that material, but equally, if it's something you're already good at, then fantastic. You'll find those areas of the course very good. Because of that, people need to be team players. You need to be able to work within that team and focus on the success of the team rather than just individual success. Doesn't mean there can't be any individual success, but it does mean that the team needs to do well as well. And then some people have told me that this conflicts, but I'm not convinced that it really does. You also need
just be sure that whenever you're selecting the user, that should be a tier 2 user who will get only access to the contact manager because you have marked as proxy, and they do not get access to any other features like commissions and contract hub on the portal. So that's all about my team. And now let's go ahead and see how you can once you've placed a request for a new partnership, let's say with ULaw, you have placed a request for a new partnership. How can you track the progress of your contract? How can you track it, like till which stage it has reached? All of that can be done on Contract Hub. For that, under My Account, as we already clicked, at the same screen, you just click on Contract Hub. Also, you sometimes you will get notified all the time whenever you get any progress on your contracts. Whenever your contract moves from one stage to the next stage, and also whenever when you have such notifications, you will also get your notifications here in the bell icon, and you will also get redirected to the same Contract Hub screen which you're seeing right in front of you. So here under Contract Hub, you get all these different tabs. So you get all your contracts under different stages for different institutions with which you have applied for under this tab, All Contracts. So as you see here in the first line item is for ULaw. This contract is for ULaw, and you can also see the stage here, which is signed contract. This is a contract which is already completed signing. And you can see the contract signing stated as signing completed by both the parties. So any contract, so once you have placed the request, so let me just go ahead and click on this line item to show you exactly how you can see the progression status of your contract. So you see here, once you enter all the information, which is you upload the business license, you have provided the references. In that case, the contract information will be marked as green. And once all these information are submitted, and then it goes to our CUS team, who will go ahead and review, validate certain information on the contract, and we'll do the other proceedings, like adding different clauses and commissions to your contracts. That will be under review. Once it is under review, and once it's all reviewed by the team, and once all the information is necessary information, like the commissions are added to your contract, that's when all our ULaw agents who have applied for ULaw, you all will be receiving the link for you to review and sign your contract in your registered email addresses. Now, you will get the link for your contract. You will go ahead and open the email. You will click on the link, and you will get redirected to PandaDoc. So that is the application where you will find your contract, and you will go ahead and review the contract on PandaDoc. You will, once you find everything looks good, that's when you go ahead and sign it. In case if you do not agree with any of those conditions or policies mentioned in the contract, you can reject it as well with reason. But otherwise, you go ahead and sign the contract. And once you sign the contract, the same link will be forwarded to the institutional signer at ULaw, and they will also go ahead and check their contract, review it on PandaDoc, and they will also sign it from there. So whenever the signing is completed by the agent, the contract signing status, as you see here, will keep changing. It will be pending with agent initially. Once you sign it via PandaDoc, it will change to pending with legal, because the institutional signer has to sign it. Once both the parties have signed the contract, that's when the status gets updated to signing completed. And you also get to see the statuses getting changed here to signing and then to finished. So that's how you can check the progression status of your contracts under Contract Hub. Once the contracts signing statuses, everything is visible here, you can also go ahead and download the contracts from the same Contract Hub, the final contract, and also you can find the contract in PandaDoc. So you can download and have a copy to yourself from either Contract Hub on GUS Gateway portal or from PandaDoc. So that's how the contract feature works on the portal. If you do have any questions, please do drop your questions in the chat. Our support team will be assisting you, and they will be answering all of your questions if it's related to contract or any features which were explained till now. Okay, so that's about Contract Hub. So you have now an active contract with ULaw. Now it's the time to the home page, and let's start from creating application. Now, this is the page, or this is the feature that enables all our agents to start submitting the student applications on behalf of student from GUS Gateway portal. So how do you do that? You click on Create Application here, and you scroll down to find all the different institutions with which you have an active contract with. So that all will be enabled. In case if you do not have the contracts with other institutions, that's why it's showing as disabled here. So with ULaw, for this agency, we do have an active contract. So you can go ahead and click here. And you can click on this to see how does the ULaw student application landing page looks like. So the beautiful part of this is that you don't have to go to ULaw's application portal page. It's embedded already inside GUS Gateway portal. So what you have to do is, whenever you're coming to this page, just make sure that you have this initial 5-piece information with you. So let's say ULaw first is the first name of the student. ULaw last is the last name of the student. Student email address is ulawtest@gmail.com. That's the student email address. Then you have the student's phone number. So you give the phone number as per your country's digital code and the number. And then you provide the country from where the student belongs. These are the only basic information which is required for the agents to start submitting the application of the student. Now you have two options here for you. The first one is complete the application here, or the second is send the link to the applicant to complete. So you see the complete application here. That means you will be clicking here as an agent. You are going to go ahead and complete the entire student application on behalf of him by having all the information with you. That means you will have to upload certain documents. You will have to give in certain information like the student's address and other academic information. If you have everything handy and if you're able to arrange everything on behalf of student, go ahead and start creating application here. Or you also do have an option to send the link to the applicant to complete. That means when you click on this option, an email will be sent to the student's email address, which you mentioned here, and that email would contain the link for the student to go ahead and click, and they will be redirected to the ULaw landing page. And there they'll be creating an account from themselves, and they will go ahead and start submitting the student application. So the best part of it is that whenever the student starts creating the student application, as an agent, you can also keep a track, or you can also keep keep a track of the progression of that student application, which is submitted by the student on the portal, on the ULaw website. You can keep a track of it on GUS Gateway portal. So that is the beauty of this link. Okay, so for now, let's just click on complete application here, and let's see how the ULaw application looks like on the portal. So as you see here, you have to select the information as what's the directions mentioned here. You can give in all the information here, and you can start the application process here. So this page, which you're seeing right in front of you, will differ from the institution to institution. It is not a static page. For ULaw, the interface looks different, and for different other institutions, it is always different. Let's say whenever you are filling in all the information on behalf of the student, you didn't have a piece of information with you, like let's say you do not have their language certificate with you to upload at that time, or you didn't have their visa document which you had to upload in the application. So I'm just taking a hypothetical example here. If you do not have certain documents or certain information at that point, you can leave the application right here. But you're not going to lose the application, because you can track all your applications under My Applications tab. Your applications which are under draft stage will be appearing under My Applications. So you click on My Applications, and this is the place where you can keep a track of your entire application pipeline. That includes your submitted application, that also includes your draft application, that also includes different other information like this, which you can see on the dashboard. If you have some number of applications to submit, this will give you a quick view of that. If you have applications which are pending to be completed, it will give a quick view of that. If you have any open tasks pending, and if you have any completed tasks, that also it will give a number here. So we will discuss more about tasks now. So let's say we have completed. So as you see here, I just entered ULaw first, ULaw last, ulawtest@gmail.com. This was the information I gave when I clicked on create application. And that got saved as draft application under all applications. So all applications is a place where you see the list of all the applications, whether it is fully submitted or draft. Under draft applications, you can see only those applications which are in draft stage. Then you have the document review. So we do have an amazing team known as Review Center team. Now, Review Center team, what they do is they review and they validate each student document provided by you in that application. So whenever you complete the application, so you provide all the information and the application moves from draft to completed. So you click on submit, that's when it is marked as complete, and that doesn't directly go to the admissions team of ULaw. It has to go through a dedicated team at GUS known as Review Center team. This Review Center team will take the additional task of reviewing and validating all the documents which are attached to the application. Now, what does the Review Center team do? While validating, if they identify that some of the document needs a re-upload, if that is not clear, or if it needs a re-upload due to a number of reasons, they will notify you. So as an agent, you know the application status, you know where your application is, what needs to be done further. Everything will be notified you via email, via in-app notifications, AdCast, which you see at the bell icon notification here. Also via WhatsApp, you'll be able to see that where your application is and how you can complete your application in case if you have any notification from us. So how does the tasks which are assigned by the review center team looks like? Let's click on pending tasks to understand if we have any application for which any tasks are pending. So I clicked on pending tasks. Under this tab, when I scroll down, I see these are the different applications which needs certain tasks to be completed as notified by the review center team. So you see the status here. You see some of them are already completed, some are still open. So let me just click on one of the line item. You will see the applicant name here. You will also see the institution. So let me go ahead and click on this and show you how exactly it looks like. So again, this is the test account, hence we do not give much information here, but otherwise you will see the information like this. The review center comments will be posted here. For different application, if they need different action items to be taken, like a re-upload or a different application should be uploaded, whatever is the comment by the review center team, you will get to see everything here in the comment section. And how you can take an action on it, you have to click on this to upload your documents. As simple as that. So what does this do? These tasks will help you to avoid any rejections from the admissions team at ULaw or at the different institution for which you apply to. So that actually creates a lot of transparency, that actually creates a lot of ease in the entire application process. So once all the tasks are completed, that's when it goes to the admissions team, and the admissions team will go ahead and review the applications, and they will provide the offer letters accordingly, whether it is conditional or unconditional. They will provide the offer letters, and that's how the journey is on the portal. So you can keep a track of everything here, and you can have the entire knowledge about what will be shared now under about applications. This reminds me to take you back to the home page because we have a task pending there. So as I mentioned that, yes, this is the place where you get all your tasks which are posted by the review center team. You get to have a quick view on the home page. I do have some number of tasks pending. So from 2 different institutions, so I click on it. I click on the detailed report to see what are the tasks, and that's how I get redirected to it. You also see applications here. So I also get to see a quick view of the number of applications which are submitted. So you see 485 applications submitted by this agency, and for these many number of institutions as defined by the different colors. So you can see a pie chart here. Similarly, you can also search for your interested program using our GUS program pathfinder. This provides you 5 different filters if you want to. So we are networked with so many number of institutions which offer so many number of dynamic programs. So if you want to quickly check for a program, let's say for the ULaw University, you have to go ahead and select the institution under the institution filter. You can also filter it by the country. Let's say if your student is interested in the UG program for ULaw in Germany, and if you also have a specification of any subject, you can go ahead and filter it by clicking on the subject. Now, this gives me a list of all the programs which are available for ULaw at Germany, which are under graduate level. Now, you can go ahead and click on apply, and this also takes you to the create application page where you go ahead and apply for the student, and you can submit the student application there. Okay, so that's about the applications and how you can track those applications under My Applications. Now you have enrolled your students. Now what? So once the enrollment process happens, and that's when, as decided by the institution and the agents, it's time for you to start claiming commissions for the student recruitments. How do you do that? Do you have to send any email to our support team, or how do you do that exactly? It's all simple. It's all easy because it's all on one single portal. So you see something as Commissions Hub here. This is especially very, very helpful for all the existing, for all the new agents, for all the existing agents. Yes, this will be a quick refresher for you as well. So you click on Commissions Hub. This is the feature, or this is the tool available on the GUS Gateway portal, which gives you an access to view all your commissions, to upload the invoice, get it verified, have the payment ready, and you can keep a track of all your commissions in Commissions Hub. This is the dashboard which you can see. Again, only the tier 1 users will have access to Commission Hub. That's very important for us to understand, because not every user will have an access in your agency to the Commissions Hub. This dashboard gives you a quick access to the different information available under Commissions Hub. Like there is one statement which is pending to be reviewed by the agent. There are 2 invoices which are in validation stage. There is 1 invoice which is rejected. There is 1 which is sent for payment. There are these many number of payments which are completed already, and number of cases which are already closed, the support cases as well for commissions. So let's go ahead and see how it exactly looks like and how you can view and track your commissions. So you see under all tab, you see all the commissions which have been processed with their statuses as completed for some, and for some it will be different. So all the different statuses of the commission will be visible under all. If you want to exclusively visit those commissions which for which you have to take an action, so what happens is, first is that the statement will be uploaded by the GUS, and you have to go ahead and review the statement. And once you find everything good in the statement, you have to give some information in the statement, like the banking information. You have to provide those information in the statement, and then you go ahead and upload that as an invoice. Now, once you upload the invoice will be validated by the team. At GUS, we have the commissions team who will validate the invoice. And once the invoice is validated, that's when the payment will be released. So that information will also be available on the portal. That doesn't mean that the payment gets credited immediately. Within 7 to 10 working days, business working days of the bank, the payment will be credited to your account. In case if there is an issue in between these, you can go ahead and contact our team. So let me show you how does a statement look like whenever it's uploaded by GUS. So I'll go ahead and click on statement. You will also get a notification. So if I click on this bell icon, I see something like this. If you see statement is in review, so commission update, and there is a notification as the statement is uploaded. Either you can click here and get redirected to the same page, or you can click here. This is the pending statement review, or you can click here under the statement where you will get the statement which is pending to be reviewed by you. This is a unique case number generated for every statement which is uploaded. So let's go ahead and click on this and see what is that action which is pending from you. So you see, this is how you track the progression status of all your commission, which starts from statement. That means the statement is already uploaded by GUS, hence it's in green color, and the action is required by agent, which is the review which needs to be done by you. So once you go ahead and download this statement uploaded by GUS, you give in all the other information. So you have some information in there that you have the entire information about commission,